Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jihan Nabila Fitrasani with student ID as 22060366. Here in this video I will explain my answer for the quiz for the second question, which is to explain about the problem in engineering that required the numerical method to solve. So let's just get started. In the engineering world, one of the most important steps in making or producing something is simulation done with the help of a software. Simulation is done to analyze how the designed product will behave under a lot of factors that will be applied in actual usage of the product. This process is really important because it can prevent future incident or accident caused by wrong design. Other than saving lives, it can also prevent the manufacturer from facing big lost revenue. One numerical method applications is the base system or process method used in simulator softwares, such as CAD, SAP 2000, ETABS, etc. Those software rely on automatic calculation using computer based on numerical method or arithmetic. So if we put this problem into die 5, we can write it as: first, the point is intention. The intention is to pay our required fulfillment for our Lord, the Creator of blessings, by finding the answers for the problem in engineering that require numerical method to solve. And then we get into the second point, which is initial thinking. In initial thinking, there are two steps that can be done. So the first one is, what are the basic information about the problem? From the problem that we know the information that it's about numerical method, which is the arithmetic way, and then about automatic calculation using computer, which is one of the applications that use numerical method in real life, and then the engineering fields using simulators, which is in civil engineering. And then so the point that I will take as the example of engineering problem that use numerical method is to analyze of a structure strength and design of a building using a software which is based by numerical method. So, and then we get into the second part, which is properties in a structure strength and design analysis of a building. In here we will try to find the properties that act around in a building when it is built. So the first one that matters in building is the building materials, of course, and then the second is the shear force, the third is tension, the fourth is torsion, and the fifth is compression force. After knowing the basic information about the problem and also the properties in the problem, we can get into the third point, which is idealization. In this point, in idealization, we use a software or a program to analyze the structure strength and design of a building, such as AutoCAD, SAP 2000, ETABS, etc., as such that I've mentioned before in the second point of die 5. So in here we also make assumptions of value for the forces that are going to be applied in real situation, such as shear force, tension, torsion, and also compression force. After we make assumptions of value and then decide that we will use a software or a program to solve the problem, we can identify or analyze whether the choice that we made is true or can be actually used to get into the fourth point, which is instruction, because it will be really hard to compute manually to know the shear force, tension, torsion, and compression force that acts in a building. So of course we will use software that is based on numeric method. And so we can conclude that the choice of using a software and the assumptions is the forces that are acting on a building is true. And so we get into the last point, which is instruction. So in the instruction, we will input the building design with the materials chosen into the software used. Then substitute the value of forces that was assumed to the design, and the computer will compute the strength of the building on the parts that are applied with the forces. So the computer will compute the strength of the building as automatically, so we can leave them and let the computer do its work. After finishing the calculations, the program will control the outcome. If the building couldn't withstand the forces, the process will go back to intention point, because we will have to do this whole die 5 thing again. So the intention will still be the same, but on the initial thinking, idealization, and instruction, we will have to rethink about the choices that we made again. So that's all for me explaining my answer in quiz for the second problem, which is a problem in engineering that require numerical method to solve. I will explain again about another problem in engineering that require numerical method to solve. So that's all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.